Now, listen, you guys, Family Feud is out there setting Remy Ma up, and we're going to be talking about Moment for Life as well as Bongo 2's tour being compared to the Pink Friday tour. Now, these are some of the things that we will be discussing in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the Tea Plug. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing, and without further ado, let us dive straight into today's team. So first of all, let us talk about Remy Ma. Okay, it seems like Remy Ma went for Family Feud, and for some reason, the people they just decided to be messy. Okay, because why did they just set it up like that? You know what? Let me just insert that clip, and then I will catch you after that.
Name something you walk out of if it's dirty.
A bathroom.
Fill in the blank. Blank Friday.
Black Friday.
Try.
Well, there you heard, the clip, and you can tell that Remy was actually about to say Pink Friday, and then she kind of held herself back and ended up saying Black Friday. And the laughing for me is what gave it away. You could tell that, she was a bit uncomfortable with the fact that, well, probably the first thing that came to her was Pink Friday. Now, when it comes to the Remy Ma and Nicki Minaj situation, I do feel like Remy, to a certain extent, was kind of misled by the industry and by the people at Pacific, in my own opinion. Because at the end of the day, this is the same woman that came out and said that, well, she doesn't have a problem with Nicki Minaj. And then 2 days later, she's out there dropping a diss track. So that's the thing with beefing with Nicki Minaj. No matter where you go, you're always going to see her impact. She has to be the most difficult person to beef with, okay? Because for any situation, there's going to be always a Nicki Minaj lyric that you can use in reference to that situation. So I do feel like in another world, had Remy not fallen for the bait, of the people at Pacific, they would still be cool with Nicki Minaj, up to now. Because even when you look at it right now, what has she achieved as a result of that, district? Absolutely nothing. All she has been, in the music industry, all she has been in the female rap space is, John the Baptist, basically clearing the way for another person to come out here who is the transformer. Okay, so they used her to do that, and at the end of the day, she's out there. Yeah, it's kind of sad and pathetic when you want to look at it. So you guys, let me know in the comment section what you think about that. Do you also feel like Remy was about to say Pink Friday and then she held herself back? And do you think that also, had she not taken the bait from Pacific, she would still be in good books with Nicki Minaj? Because a lot of these beefs that Nicki Minaj has, they are rooted from jealousy. Like, how dare you? How could you? Why not me? I should be the one having this. You've been reigning for a long time, and things like that. Anyway, moving on to the next thing that we are going to be talking about, still talking about Nicki Minaj. It seems like a song with Drake, A Moment for Life, is out there reaching new milestones. Now, it is no secret that it is a fan favorite, okay? Moment for Life is that song that you just sing along to whenever you've accomplished something. I think for most of my milestones, in as far as my profession is concerned, like my exams and things like that, I think my celebratory song has been Moment for Life. Like, that's been my go-to for every moment that I'm like, oh my goodness, we made it. That's the song. So it is actually being reported that Moment for Life by Nicki Minaj and Drake has surpassed 300 million streams on Spotify, and it is Nicki Minaj's 31st and Drake's 97th song to achieve this. Now, to that we say congratulations to Nicki Minaj and, of course, her fan base, the Barbz. Now, still speaking about Nicki Minaj, now you guys all know that, well, there's this trend that is going on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, literally every social media app you open, you're gonna see very mindful, very demure. Okay, that's basically the thing. You know how people are obsessed with words? You remember the other time it was diabolical. Like, everywhere you would turn, it would be, oh my goodness, that's diabolical. That's diabolical. It seems like now people are obsessed with the word demure, okay? And so there's a throwback that people dug up, and Nicki was out there getting complimented by Kelly, when she went to her show, and, Kelly was basically saying, your outfit is very beautiful. It's pretty much very, demure. And so people dug that up and were like, oh my goodness, Onika is always going to be ahead of trends and things like that. And I'm like, you guys think that a 15-year long run is child's play? It is not child's play, okay? It's a a lot of times that people get surprised, that Nicki was actually around when this happened. You know what? Let me just insert that snippet from Kelly, and then I will catch you after that.
Your style that you're sporting right now. This is a very, dare I say, demure look for you?
This is a Dolce & Gabbana number, and I don't know, I always dress to kind of match the woman of the house. And this to me reminds me of you.
Thank you very much. That is the nicest thing.
Well, there you heard, what Nicki Minaj had to say. And for me, in that clip, instead of focusing on the trending word, I was just focusing on her ability to turn right around the compliment that Kelly gave her. You guys, it takes a special somebody to be able to do that. The way she twisted that compliment and made it back about Kelly, for me, I was just like so impressed. I was impressed at how quickly she turned that compliment to compliment yet another woman. So let me know in the comment section what you think about that. I was laughing also. I saw somebody saying that there's a particular dress that Nicki Minaj wore. It does look like a towel, and people were like, oh my goodness, all this while I thought Doja Cat set the trend, of wearing the towel. The other time that Doja Cat went to, was it the Met Gala, and she was wearing vitamins, and it was like a towel bathrobe, whatever themed kind of look, and people were like, oh, this while I thought Doja Cat started this trend. I didn't know that Nicki Minaj has done it at some point. And I'm like, that's the impact of a 15-year-old, a 15-year-long, career, okay? She has done most of the things. That's why she doesn't get excited by the basic industry parties and things. Like, she's been in the industry for that long. She has seen all of it. Like, there's nothing about the industry that you can come to her right now and be like, oh, look, I've done this. She's done almost everything, okay? Anyway, the next thing that we're going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Bongo 2's tour, okay? It seems now she's chasing a different record. She's trying to outdo Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday record, Pink Friday tour. This is what they're reporting now. They're saying Megan Thee Stallion's Hot Girl Summer has earned 12.5 million and is on track to surpass Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday tour, potentially becoming the biggest debut tour by a female rapper this century. The Pink Friday tour earned 19.2 million from 60 of 63 reported shows. And you remember the last time I did a video about Bongo 2, I was telling you how she was like, oh, we're the first female rappers from the South to do this. At this point, she's just looking for anything to hold on to so that she can become the first to do something. And I guess this explains why she all of a sudden was like, oh, we're going to do a second leg of the tour. We're going to do a second leg of the tour. Well, it's because now they're chasing the Pink Friday, numbers, okay? So somebody said Nicki's debut tour had 3 mixtapes, and she was basically 2 years mainstream, and the adjusted for inflation figure is actually 26 million, not the 19 that they were out there claiming. And Megan's debut tour, she has had 3 albums, 3 mixtapes out, 5 years mainstream, and adjusted for inflation, 9 million. Okay, so I don't see her touching these numbers if we're gonna be, and the 9 million itself, it's questionable. Okay, the 12 million, whatever you want to say, it's questionable given the expose of free tickets and things like that they have been doing. So yeah, let me know in the comment section what you think about that. Do you think that there is a comparison when it comes to Bongo 2 and Nicki Minaj? Now, another interesting comparison that I saw them trying to do is this entire, oh, Megan is so authentic. Is she so authentic in her talking about the Japanese culture? Oh my goodness, it's this. And I'm just like, oh my God, she's literally now following everything that Nicki Minaj has done so that there can be a comparison. Now, Nicki has been known as the Harajuku Babi for quite a long time, and she's well known for basically employing actual people from Japan to do her makeup, to do, some of the art that she does use there. So I'm just like, when is this obsession going to end actually at the end of the day? Because it's becoming too much. Is that why lately she's been obsessed with Japan? She's trying to recreate a Japan era so that it can be compared to Nicki Minaj. It's sick at this point. It's sickening. Okay. But anyway, let me know, you guys, in the comment section what you think about this entire Bongo 2 and Nicki Minaj comparison. At this point, I thought she had given up, especially after her tour, drastically tanked. I thought she might have learned her lesson by now, but it seems not so. And the next thing that we're going to be talking about, congratulations to Chris Brown, because he recently purchased a new home. He decided to take to his Instagram to celebrate. And I'm just like, between the bald head, you guys do know that, well, in the past couple of days, he also reviewed, that he had this bold look. That's what, he decided to go with. So he said, new mind state, new place, okay? And then he shared a picture of what seems to be a new home, okay? And some people are like, oh my God, it looks cheap. But to me, I feel like it very much is true to him. I feel like it very much goes well with his character and things like that. It's something that I would see him thriving in. So yeah, congratulations to Chris Brown for that. But not that I'm surprised. I mean, the man has been making a lot of money on that tour. That tour was absolutely successful. Speaking about Chris Brown, you guys, did you see that comparison that has been going around when people were like, oh my goodness, there's only one person who's out there touching Michael Jackson when it comes to talent, when it comes to influence and impact, and people were saying, oh well, it's Chris Brown. Okay, so there was an entire debate surrounding the whole thing, with some people feeling like indeed Chris has the Michael Jackson kind of talent, and some people feeling like, okay, we get it, Chris has talent, but it's not up to Michael Jackson's level. Now Chris himself does not see himself as on the same level with Michael. Now, for those of you who do not know, Michael is literally Chris Brown's idol. So I could see why he's kind of like, you guys are capping, because he was like, you guys are really capping when it comes to that. And I do feel like with Chris also, in as far as influence and impact is concerned, a lot was distorted with that entire situation that happened with Rihanna. And had that not happened, I think his career would have been somewhere way better than he currently is. Because I mean, for somebody who has practically been cancelled to be able to go out there and do a successful tour like the one that he recently did, it means that there is a lot of talent. Now imagine if the cancellation had not happened, if he had not done what he did to Rihanna, it would have been a different story altogether. But anyway, let me know, you guys, in the comment section what you think about that. And the next thing that we're going to be talking about, Akbar V is under fire, basically because of the comments that she made when August was out there talking about, oh my goodness, God spoke to him and sort of told him to open up his heart to another man. It's an entire mess, you guys. It's a whole mess. You know what, let me just read one headline from one of these blogs. So it reads, August Alsina says a higher power opened his heart for another man. God gave him the gift of exposure to expose him to different kinds of places and things, okay? And Akbar V was like, I'm not here for it, okay? She was not feeling it. But what I will say, first of all, I don't know the God that he was referencing to begin with. Maybe, I don't know. Do you get what I'm saying? So to rush and say, oh well, you didn't hear God and things like that, I feel like it's kind of yeah. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because we don't know, okay, what faith this is. We don't even know. So that's for one. But anyway, this is what Akbar said. She said, Jesus did nothing like this. Y'all play with God too much. He gives us a choice. How did God do this? And he says it's a sin. So does that mean that God is a liar? Kids don't believe this. Kids don't believe this. God doesn't do this. His word doesn't come back void. If he says don't do this and somebody else says he told them to do this, that means you're calling God a liar, and God is not a liar or something like that. And so I'm just like, with Akbar V, yeah. Let me know, you guys, in the comment section what you think about. Some people were roasting her and some people were even supporting her. And I don't know. Personally, I will let this, I'll let this pass by, okay? I want no parts in this. So let me know, you guys, in the comment section what you think about both takes, from both August as well as, as Akbar V. Now, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Chappell Roan, okay? It seems like, she's out there following Nicki Minaj, and people were retweeting that post saying, well, Nicki should follow her back and things like that. And so let me know in the comment section what you think about that. One celebrity who did, however, follow her back was definitely Rihanna. Okay, Rihanna stays on top of things, and I know that with Rihanna, it's as a businesswoman, she's looking at different things. Maybe she even has an idea in her head for Fenty and her, and so I'm just like, yeah. Let me know in the comment section what you think about that. Now, the next thing that I'm going to be talking about, Miss Red. So Miss Red was out there doing an interview. I don't know how I forgot to talk about that. But it seems like she was out there citing Nicki Minaj as a god. And allow me to insert a clip of that. And then I will see you guys afterwards.
It's GOAT of all time. Who's your female artist GOAT of all time?
Nicki.
Yeah?
She been in this game 10, have it been 10 plus years or just 10 years?
Nah, probably like 15 at this point.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's goals. That's how I want to be. And she's still getting money, still driving nice cars, fancy clothes. I ain't trying to go broke. I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be homeless. You know?
Well, there you heard what Miss Red had to say. She was basically giving Nicki Minaj her flowers as she so deserves. And when you look at it, who has done the female rap thing the way that this woman is done? Who has been able to build an organic fan base like this woman is done? Like, who has been able to do that? The longevity, making history. It's unmatched, you guys. It's absolutely unmatched. The way she managed to transform female rap into that kind of mainstream thing, it has to be studied. So I really am not surprised that Miss Red would come out here citing her as her inspiration or as her idol. And some people are like, oh my goodness, Miss Red lately has been acting shady towards lottery ticket. It seems like every opportunity she gets, she's out there mentioning Nicki Minaj. Is she trying to spite lottery ticket? I don't think so, because anybody who goes to lottery and lies to her that Nicki Minaj is not the woman she thinks she is lying to her. Do you understand? You can like someone, you can like lottery ticket, but still to go and lie to her and say that Nicki is not the girl she thinks she is definitely doing even lottery ticket a disservice. Because now if there's anyone that lottery has to study, if she wants to become better at this craft, it has to be Nicki Minaj. This entire Lil Kim thing, it's not going to help her. It will not benefit her. I mean, she was out there saying that she was inspired, the album was inspired by Lil Kim and things like that. And where is the album right now? Selling less than 30K. Okay, so let's not lie to the girl like that. Let's not lie to Alisa like that. Please be honest with her, and just tell her the truth. And here's the thing with people like Sexy Red and Bia, these people don't do too much. Like I've said in my previous videos, I feel like sometimes not doing too much is really good. Like Miss Red is not out there always in Nicki Minaj comment sections, doing too much. She doesn't do too much. She shows just the right amount of respect when it's necessary. Okay, that's somebody who genuinely wants to build their own wave. Okay, as opposed to what happened with Jatavia, where initially the jump start she got from doing too much in as far as standing Nicki Minaj is concerned, and then as soon as she got that jump start, she then decided to say, "Oh, I don't like the support of the Barbz." But who gave you confidence, B, when you were just coming out from that City Girls? Who gave you that confidence? It's obviously Nicki Minaj fans, but it's okay, you guys. It's totally fine. Maybe she realized later that latching onto somebody else's fan base doesn't work. Maybe she only realized it later, and maybe she didn't know any other way of going about it except being a bee like that. But anyway, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about that. And the next thing that we're gonna be talking about, yesterday I reported about Kash Doll and the burglary that happened at her house. Now it is actually being reported that 3 of the 4 people that were involved with the break-in have actually been arrested, and 1 person actually remains in the hospital after he was the S word by the police, whilst another suspect is allegedly still on the run. Okay, and that's according to Mob's World. So yeah, I'm just like, this whole thing is a very sad in a situation. I'm just like, listen, is that jewelry worth all the stress, you guys? Like, what were you going to steal from this woman's house? Like, is it worth it? It's absolutely not, man. It's just so sad, okay, to see what's Drake's friend. This is what Michael Rubin was talking about the other day. Yeah, that man. Anyway, let me know, you guys, in the comment section what you think about that. Thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified each and every time that I post. I post each and every single day, and I keep you updated on what's happening in the celebrity world on Instagram, on Twitter, and about all things trending. Until my next one, see you.